Now let's go back to our Publish settings and see what else we have to set up. I'll just click on File, Publish Settings again, and it brings it up right with the settings we had last time we were in it. And now we can take a look down below Images and Sounds. I've got a few Swift settings here that are worthwhile looking at. Notice Compress Movie is already turned on. And in general, I'd pretty much always leave it on. If you compress something, it actually takes a little bit of time to decompress it. But with today's computers, that's not going to be very much time. And it's nicer to have the file small. Now also notice Include Hidden Layers. If you hide a layer in your timeline, you may have noticed that when you compile a SWF and test your movie, that layer is actually shown. Now that's the default behavior because this checkbox is on. If you'd actually like to hide layers and have them excluded from your SWF file, just uncheck that box. Now XMP metadata is something that's brand new to Flash CS4, and it's going to be a great way to add information to your file. If we just click the File Info button, you can add all kinds of information to your FLAW file, and this information will be put into your SWF and it'll basically stay with it forever. Notice you could use this for copyright information, just your author or document title. You can even use it for keywords that could be searchable out on the web. Now there's all kinds of data included up here at the top. So by all means, go ahead and add whatever you think is necessary for your file that you're working on. The important thing about this metadata is it's going to basically be the new way that our Flash files are searched today on the web and in the future. And, like I said, it's a way to add information to your file that's going to stick with it pretty much forever. I'm going to leave it all blank for ours right now, but you can go ahead and fill in some examples if you'd like. I'll click OK just to close this window. Now, down at the Advanced section, we've got a lot of settings that basically you won't need until you start using some ActionScript. They have to do with how the debugging's handled and some other types of things that we would be switching back and forth. But one that I do recommend you try out is Generate Size Report. I'm going to click that on for ours right now. It's usually pretty important that we have a good knowledge of how big our SWF file is going to be. And sometimes I have clients that request a file be a certain size. If you're trying to shave off a little bit, that size report is going to help you pick out which thing you want to compress a little bit more in order to reach that target goal that you're looking for. Now, one other thing down here at the bottom that's worth noting, if you start doing some more advanced files, this is a new feature for CS4 and the 10 player, and that's hardware acceleration. This is going to be a neat future function for Flash as our movies start getting more and more complicated. And basically what we're talking about here is stuff moving on the screen. The Flash player now has the ability on the client level to shuffle processes off to the client's video processor. And anything that you can give to the video processor to do is something that the main CPU doesn't have to do. And it's just going to enhance the performance of our Flash files. We won't need it for ours right now because we really don't have that much going on. But you can try it out later when you've got lots of things animating or lots of fast motion.